Hello, I'm Emma and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this channel is dedicated to personal finance and my personal debt journey in 2020 to pay off $35,000 of debt within 1 year. So I'm a little bit behind, but it's still the first week of March. So in today's video, I'm going to cover my expenses for February, which also includes the majority of my tax refund. So I'm going to switch over to Excel and we're going to cover my expenses for February. Alrighty, so I've switched over to Excel and this should be, oops, I got two things in here that shouldn't be there. This should be exactly where we left off pretty much last month. So these were all my January expenses. My budget ended up zeroing out, so let's go ahead and add our income for February. So I do just have this on a separate spreadsheet, so I'm just going to copy it over. My income was $4,859.30, and that is my normal monthly income that I make every single month. You can see right here, matches, so we're good there. I did have an eBay sale in February, so I have $54.72 from an eBay sale in February. I also had some mileage reimbursement for travel for work, so that was $211.63. And I got part of my tax refund, which was $3,015. I also have another $414 that should hopefully show up in the next few days. I was kind of expecting it to show up already, but it hasn't. So I'm just going to go ahead and already add that for March because I know that's income that I'll be getting for March. So let's go through our expenses, and our mortgage is going to be exactly the same. That amount hasn't changed. It's $1,561.05. My loan payment, $529. My electric and gas this month were $208.49. So that was almost $100 less than I was expecting, which is good. My cell phone is $200. My insurance, my minimum credit card payments, $200, my insurance $176.25, and unfortunately I got my bill for March already and it did go back up to $183.50. I'm not 100% sure why, so I have adjusted my monthly expenses. So in March that bill will be $183.50. My gym membership is $34.45, internet's $39.99. Sent $25 to savings, $25 to my IRA, $25 to investing. My Spotify premium account was $9.99. VPN's $3.99. And I did have my last payment of my OneDrive subscription, so that is now paid. So I've blacked it out for the rest of the year. So this is now gone. Let's move on to my sinking funds, which I didn't do that great on. I'm sure you can see a few extra categories down here that weren't there last month. But let's start with gas. I spent $119.94. So pretty almost exactly what I spent last month, and it is about $15 lower than my budget. So I think my $135 budget is spot on for my gas expenses. My food budget, as you saw in January, I only spent $85. In February, I spent $639.50. And all of it was from the grocery store. I did not go out to eat. I did not order a bunch of crap. It was literally just me going to the grocery store and buying groceries. So I'm sure you may ask, how does one person spend $640 on groceries? And that's mainly because I had to restock my entire kitchen. And unfortunately, I didn't follow my own advice and I didn't make a good list. So I ended up going to the grocery store and buying just a bunch of junk. Not junk, but just a bunch of stuff that I didn't have planned recipes for. So 2 weeks into the month, most of my food went bad because I bought a bunch of fresh produce, didn't eat it all, and then it went bad. So I have since gotten back onto my meal prepping. So I'm now only buying what I need. I'm using food that's in my pantry and only buying a few ingredients to make recipes and dinners. The other reason this is so high is because I did make a really special dish. It's a wasabi and jumbo lump crab meat mac and cheese, which the crab alone for that recipe was $100 because I bought a full 2 pounds of jumbo lump blue crab meat, which, if you're familiar with buying expensive seafood, you will know that, yeah, that's expensive, and blue crab is the most expensive crab you can buy. But it was my pseudo Valentine's type gift to my boyfriend, which I said in a previous video I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, and I usually don't, but I make dinner all the time for us anyway. I just decided to make something more special for dinner. So, yeah, that recipe alone was about $160 between the crab, the fresh cheese, high grade butter, high quality milk, and a bottle of wine. So yeah, that was an expensive dinner, and that lasted maybe 2 days because it was so good, but it was so rich. And again, that was a one-time purchase that I don't go out and spend $100+ to make mac and cheese regularly, but yeah, the rest of that is just shopping at expensive stores. So for instance, Whole Foods, I'm pretty sure I spent at least $100 at Whole Foods. Um, Restocking all my basics at Walmart and other grocery stores. So yeah, I spent $639 this month. So I need to get back on track with my grocery budget for next month. And what's crazy is I was even gone for a week this month for work and still managed to spend that much on food. So yeah. Oh, I did have $282.22 that was due from this my everyday use credit card from 2019. So I have that on here. So that is now paid in full, and anything that I put on that card is expenses that you'll see down here in this section of the budget. So I didn't buy a hair straightener. I did spend quite a bit of money on hair beauty services. So I spent $692.66. So I did get my nails done. Again, I traveled for work. When I travel for work, I need to look professional. So I did spend $60 getting my nails done, which is pretty expensive. I do understand that. I could have gotten a cheaper manicure, but I like the salon I go to and I like the manicures that I get, so I'm okay paying that. I also got my hair cut and colored, which I do maybe twice a year. So I decided this was going to be the month to do it since I just got my tax refund. So I spent about close to $300 on that. And then the remaining amount was spent on toiletries and cosmetics that I need to stock up from Sephora. So again, I don't expect to spend anywhere near that amount next month. I'm hoping I'm not going to spend anything next month, but sometimes you run out of stuff and you need to buy more. But oh, that's so much money. Let's see, Amazon, I spent $153.14. For someone who doesn't have a Prime membership, I still managed to spend money at Amazon. My dog's leash ended up breaking, so I had to buy her a new leash. And I bought a couple other things from Amazon. And again, it's like at the end of the month, I can't remember for the life of me what I even bought. Like, I know I bought things off Amazon because my credit card bill says I did. But when I think about it, I have a really hard time remembering what it was that I bought, which I know part of it was a dog leash, but that was like 20 bucks. So the other 130, I can't remember what it was for. Starbucks. I spent $55 this month at Starbucks, which worse than last month. But historically, if you remember, my 2019 spending is significantly less than I normally spend. But there was a point where I was going to Starbucks every single day for over a week, and then I realized I'm wasting money at Starbucks again. I need to cut this out. So I've been good. No Starbucks for the last 2 weeks now, so I'm hoping to continue that into next month. Gifts. I ended up buying some more gifts this month. So I spent $309.49. The majority of that was for Cirque du Soleil tickets as a birthday gift for a show that's coming up in June. So unfortunately, you kind of have to buy that stuff way ahead of time. So I did spend some money on that, which I think was about $240 for 2 tickets. And then I also spent $60 on a birthday gift for my sister. So yeah, I keep saying I'm not going to spend a bunch of money on gifts, and here I am spending even more this month than last month. But fortunately, I don't think I have any more birthdays or anything coming up that I need to worry about. Both my parents are in January, my sister's is in March, and my boyfriend's is in August, but I've already bought his gift, so I don't have to worry about it. And I know he doesn't watch these videos, so I don't have to worry about him figuring it out. Let's see, buckle. Success, I spent $0 a buckle. Hooray. Oops. 0. 3D printing supplies. So I did spend, what did I spend? I spent $48.34 on some 3D printing supplies. I have 2 3D printers that I got for free, but I do still have to buy some components, parts, and filament to use the 3D printers. So I bought 3 new colors, no, 2 new colors of filament, which they're about $22 a roll, which is a decent price. So I bought 2 new rolls of filament. I also bought a special ebook package that was $50, and it's basically, I got conned again into spending money on influencer stuff from YouTube, and it was $50, but it includes like a bunch of different cookbooks, and I'm always looking for new recipes, so I'm not super mad about spending the $50 because of how many ebooks and recipes and things I got for it. But I do understand that majority of the recipes I want, I can just Google and find. So I'm kind of kicking myself for this, but it's non-refundable, so there's nothing I can do about it now except learn from it, move forward, and try not to get conned into spending money on influencer crap. Macy's. I did spend $33.83, and the reason I spent money at Macy's was because I got a gift card. And of course, I should have just spent what I had on the gift card, but I didn't. I went a little bit over, and I ended up buying a nice outfit for work that I did wear on my trip. So for me, it was worth the $34 to, spend to have a nice outfit for work. So I'm totally fine with that one. I bought a planner, again, getting duped into spending money on influencer crap again, which I don't know if she is an Instagram or YouTube personality, but I bought an Erin Condren budget planner, which I was debating using to film some videos. I just haven't gotten around to it, so maybe I'll do my March budget in there, and I'll have both an Excel budget and a paper budget for people who don't want to use Excel, because I do understand there's people out there who prefer to write stuff down with pencil and paper. So maybe just to have 2 different versions, I'll do my budget both in Excel and in that planner. So that was the thought process behind spending the $28 on that planner. Now, I also have a reimbursed purchase for $420.28. And on my work trip, I was asked by my mom to buy something that you can only get where I was going. So I bought it and had it shipped home. So she is going to pay me back for that. So for now, I'm including it in my budget. But basically the way that we're working it out is if you go back up here, my phone, I'm on a plan with my family, so the $200 goes to my parents to pay that. So basically, I'm just not going to pay this bill for the next 2 months, and then I'm only going to pay $180 in May. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark that out here. It is going to mess up my budget down later, but I did this so that I know I'm not paying these bills for these 2 months, and then this month will be a little bit less. And then it should go back to normal, which is the $200 in June. And that's so that I can pay for this purchase. Now, I spent a lot of money I shouldn't have, but I was still able to pay $2,540.76 on one of my credit cards. So that's really awesome. I'm really excited about that. And yeah, it's awesome. So I am short. Whoa, here we go again. Something doesn't match. Oh, I missed $50 here. So I actually invested $75 this month, not $25. Okay, fixed. Does this? Yes, okay, now this matches. You always have to double check your math because you will inevitably make mistakes. So always double check your math and make sure that you balance out. So I know this is a little bit different than this. It should theoretically be short by $420, not $320. So that's okay. I'm okay with this being off by this amount because basically it means I had an extra $100 in here that I could have put towards debt. But again, I don't have this money in my account. I need to wait for that. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. So this will end up being short for this month, which is okay. But let's talk about this $2,500 again. So my debt snowball should be $1,400, which I did pay that this month. And then on top of that, I paid part of my tax refund towards it as well, which ideally I should have paid the full $3,000 towards it. So this should have been about $4,400 that went towards my debt payment. But as you can see, I made some purchases here that I wouldn't normally make between going way over budget on my groceries, spending a bunch of money getting my hair done, and buying some cosmetics, and then buying gifts for people. I am I spent some of my money, but in years past, I would have blew through my whole tax refund and not even put any extra towards credit cards. So I'm better than I was last year. Not where I wanted to be, but I'm still really happy with the progress I've made, and I've actually been able to pay, $2,500 off in one fell swoop. So again, I am still owed another $414 for my state taxes that I'm waiting for. And then March, I have to wait one more week and I get my bonus as well as my pay increase. So next month will be really exciting because I will have my bonus, my pay increase, and once I get my pay increase, I can redo this budget with my new pay amount because these two numbers will change. So then I can have an even larger debt snowball that will pay off my debt. So maybe I can pay it off even a little bit faster. So that's where I'm at for February. And if you look at my all-in salary, just my salary because I'm curious. So my all-in salary this month was $8,140.65. That's a lot of money. And at the end of the month, you question where it all went, which because I keep track like this, I know exactly where it went and I can target the areas that need improvement, which for me is groceries, beauty services, and buying gifts for people. And also these little purchases here and there where I just buy random stuff. So that's where I'm at for February. If you want to continue seeing content like this for me and you want to see how I do for March, go ahead, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.